Hi, I'm Phil Taylor with Team Desert Edge, and this is basic maintenance for an Ego. So what we have here is a 2011 Desert Edge Ego. I'm going to show you just basic maintenance. This is just taking care of it after practice and making sure that it's always shooting smoothly, shooting perfectly for you. So the way we start with basic maintenance is we always start with the bolt. Here's the Cure 3. What you're going to be looking at here is you just want to do a very simple thing, pull the bolt out. You lift the bolt pin up, pull it out, and what you're going to do is take something like a microfiber cloth, go ahead and clean that off, get off any dirt, anything like that, any paint that's accrued while you've been playing. As you can see, get a little bit of dirt on that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to want to take out the rammer. It's right back here. You want to use your Eclipse Allen keys. Go ahead and pull that out. Usually you can just tap that right out. Now, this isn't typically going to get too dirty, but if you like to play outside in the woods like our team does, dirt can get down underneath the bolt. So it's just nice to go ahead and clean this out, and it doesn't take more than a couple of seconds. Do the same thing with the microfiber cloth. Clean it off. Just get all the old oil, everything like that cleaned off of it. And in a more advanced cleaning later, you can go ahead and use Q-tips to clean the inside. But for basic cleaning, you just clean that off, clean the bolt off, both very simple. Then what you're going to do is just take some regular gun oil, not grease, and you're going to apply it to each of the O-rings. So just put a drop on that O-ring, a drop on that, and a drop right there on that. Go ahead and rub it around as long as your hands are clean. Get it nice and coated. You don't need to get it across the metal or anything like that. Go ahead and slide that back in. You're just going to go ahead and put the rammer cap back in. Now, a common mistake that caused problems with the original Zs is that people would just hand tighten these. You don't want to hand tighten them. You want to go ahead and take your Allen key out and tighten that. You don't need to torque it, just tell it won't move. And you're good to go. Now with the bolt, really simple. There's going to be two areas on the bolt that you want to oil. You're going to want to oil right there in the grooved slots where the detents are going to touch, and you're just going to put just a touch of oil and then right on these two O-rings. Now some players don't really like to oil it. I personally do, just to keep things clean, but very, very simple. You just put one drop of oil there, flip it over, one drop of oil there, and go ahead and rub that in, get it nice and around the bolt. What you're going to go ahead and do, slide that back in. Make sure that it's in line with your rammer. Good to go. So that's basic cleaning of an Ego. Like I said, probably the simplest gun in the world to take care of. Take care of your gun, it takes care of you. Do this after every practice and you'll be set to go. Now, one other thing to remember is right before you play each day, some people have the occasional leaks, especially if the temperatures change, the humidity's change, that sort of thing, either down here near the macro line or they'll hear some sort of leak. A really good way to prevent this from really ever happening is you just go ahead and look down your ASA. Right before you plug your into play, just go ahead and put one drop of oil right where you see that little hole, right up underneath the pin. Just go ahead and put that right down there. You're good to go. Then screw in your tank, air it up. That should keep the internals of your gun, everything like that, for just basic play, nice and lubed and clean. And that's basic maintenance of an Ego. Thanks.